Everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic evening or day, depending on when you're watching this video. My name is Ryan, and this is KindaAskewSports. There was a lot of speculation on who the Cardinals would pick at number 3 in the draft or if they would end up trading back. But when everything fell through at the end of the day, the Arizona Cardinals decided to stick with Jeremiyah Love instead of going with Francis Mauigoa.
With the third pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Jeremiyah Love, running back, Notre Dame.
Just the first time since 2018 that a running back has gone in the first 5 picks. The very first time a few weeks ago when I heard about Jeremiyah Love being the possibility at number 3, I absolutely hated the idea of the pick. I thought that wasting the 3rd pick in the draft on a running back was one of the dumbest ideas that the Cardinals could do. But the closer and closer the draft got, and the more I learned about this Jeremiyah Love running back from Notre Dame, the more excited that I got. This guy was an explosive running back at Notre Dame. He can not only run with explosive acceleration and great speed that makes him similar to Reggie Bush or Jahmyr Gibbs, he's also not just a one-way running back. A lot of running backs can have success in the running game or the passing game, but there's always one skill set that they're lacking a little bit more than others. Jeremiyah Love isn't one of those guys. Not only is this guy elite running the football, but he is an absolutely tremendous running back in the passing game as well. He gives the Cardinals the spark at a skill position that this team has been needing for a long time. I mean, you could almost feel the buzz in the air when the Cardinals selected Love at number 3. Love had 199 carries for 1,372 yards and 18 rushing touchdowns this past season. He also had 27 receptions for 280 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. Fox Sports lead draft analyst Rob Rang ranked Love as his number 3 overall prospect in his top 150 ranking. He was quoted as saying, "With all due respect to Heisman Trophy winner and likely number 1 pick Fernando Mendoza," we know that was now actual first pick Fernando Mendoza, "Love is the best offensive prospect in this class, and frankly, I don't think it's particularly close. Love isn't just the best back in this class, he's among a select handful of the elite runners to enter the NFL since I began scouting a quarter century ago, offering a blend of size, quick feet, and breakaway speed reminiscent of the recent blue chip backs Saquon Barkley and Bijan Robinson." The Cardinals now have a right hook, left hook, and uppercut at running back, with all 3 running backs being very good. With James Conner, Tyler Algier, and now Jeremiyah Love as the 3 running backs on this team, this Cardinals team, a team that struggled to run the football in any meaningful manner last season, is now looking to be a team that is going to do that as one of its best strengths going into the 2026 season. This is a great thing because now this may take some of the burden off of Jacoby Brissett if he ends up being the starting quarterback for Arizona. Throughout Jacoby Brissett's time as quarterback last season, when he lost 11 of 12 starts, the Cardinals were basically running only pass plays for most of those games because they couldn't get anything going on the ground. This league now more than ever is about balance. If you can get the running game going, that opens up room for the passing game. This is absolutely an A selection for the Arizona Cardinals as far as my grade goes, and you will see that as well when I grade all the picks for the NFL draft later in a different video. But on a team lacking star power, Jeremiyah Love might be just what the Arizona Cardinals need to be a star that ends up filling the seats in the stadium, to be a star that gives Cardinals fans hope for the future, to be a star that maybe gives you a jersey option to actually purchase other than Trey McBride at the moment. Now, there are probably some of you out there that think Jeremiyah was the wrong pick for the Cardinals and that they should have gone with an offensive tackle. I really do think it was a coin flip, but I think once the Cardinals had no trade offers to move back in the draft, the choice was pretty clear to them. Look, in the past, the Cardinals had a chance to draft a guy named Adrian Peterson. I don't know if you guys remember who that is. Just may or may not be the best running back of all time, depending on who you ask. Now, I'm not saying that this guy is going to be that. We don't know yet. We haven't seen it at the NFL level. But think about possibly passing up on a guy like this for an offensive lineman who ends up being pretty good for you, and then watching Love be an absolute all-star year in and year out for another team. That is something that I would not be okay with, and that is something that the Cardinals would not be okay with. At a certain point in drafts like this, when you have a pick this high, you need to go with the best player available. Sometimes in drafts, the Cardinals have made terrible decisions in that category and have picked players that were reaches, that were maybe a little bit of a tweener in between positions. They've gotten too cute in their drafts. Well, not this time. Jeremiyah Love was far and away the best player on the draft board at number 3. He ended his career at Notre Dame with 2,882 rushing yards and 594 receiving yards. He set a school record in 2024 by scoring a rushing touchdown in 13 consecutive games. His explosive speed is such a weapon as he recorded 2 2 career 90-yard rushing touchdowns, 98 yards versus Indiana in 2024, and 94 yards versus Boston College in 2025. Love is a guy who gets many yards after contact, plays physical, and isn't afraid to take heavy blocks in the passing game. That's on top of everything else we've already talked about already. Honestly, after all the draft picks I've seen come through Arizona, I have not been this excited for a draft pick in quite a while for the Cardinals. And last but not least, this guy seems like a great professional. He seems like he's got great character, a good head on his shoulders, and is just genuinely a good guy. In an offense that showed potential but did not have those guys who could really just change the game last year, Jeremiyah Love is that guy. He can help guys like Trey McBride and Michael Wilson in the passing game. Tell me what you think about the Cardinals' round 1 pick in the comments down below. Do you agree that this is a great pick, or do you think the Cardinals should have gotten an offensive lineman? I will see you very soon in the next video. Remember to always stay askew, hit that subscribe button if you're new to join the Askew crew, and have a fantastic day.